Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Murray. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action. Cousins. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Ebukam in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
We're going. Let's go.
Cousins. And that is incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And taken at the 46. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone's in the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And out now come the Vikings. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Cousins on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ndamukong Suh able to get in there and drop him behind the line. From Detroit to Miami and now with the Rams, Suh is such a load, Charles.
Man, what a pickup from Miami for the Rams, and what a win-win as well, because for the Rams, it's a 1-year contract, but you're picking up one of the better players in the game. And for Suh, a 1-year contract to show the rest of the league what he still has.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That was second down run for Murray. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
Wide. We're going. Let's go.
Third and long for Cousins. Open man as Thielen is complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Cousins now to throw on first down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The left side caught by Diggs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Yellow. Listen.
Now again, this is Murray, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Murray. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
Hey, we talked about Adam Thielen a little bit last year, didn't we? Possession receiver, makes some tough catches, gets it done, and he's a homeboy. Grew up very close to the Twin Cities.
And showing those possession receiver skills right there to pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Cousins. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Orange. Tiger.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Linval Joseph breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
12.
Out of the gun. Goff. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Got 180. Super.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A man who played on this very field for USC, Everson Griffin, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Lucky 48. Rhino.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Cousins giving this Vikings offense a bit of a spark early on in his tenure in purple as his guys have it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Murray. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second down, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Bailey now to kick this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Orange. Hey, 5. Shell.
On 1st down, it's gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again.
Hard ball. Check 5. 5. I know he ain't got it. Like 54. 12.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sheldon Richardson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Shell. Cut. Like 20.
Here's Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He's going to field this at the 4. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Murray. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cousins again. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Raymond now on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now Goff on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Fights through and now a crease. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Yellow, 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 yellow. Black, you too.
Now a play fake here on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A handoff. It's Murray. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go back to Murray on first down, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw, Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Cousins. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Wild now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On 1st and 10, Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Again they run with Gurley. Pushing through the contact. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Brockers getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A run, it's Murray. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Matt Wild now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken around the 12. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Just beating the play clock is gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Tiger, Tiger. Let's go, 12, let's go. Louis.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
11. Shell.
And the blitz does come. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Hey, receiver.
Cousins to throw it. And he's able to find Diggs. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
This is Murray, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. The Vikings on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given away just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
14. Starting left here. I got him, man. I got him. 12.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Obama. Two. 36. Check. Lucky. Xerox. Xerox.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go. Hey, Shell. Hey, Shell. 14.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the interception, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Vikings on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Orange.
After the interception, here's Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Cut! 180! 5.
On second down, here's Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
We're good.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Again, it's Pumphrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First down now, but that clock rolling.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Number 66. We're good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They run with Pumphrey. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again.
Go. 76. 76. Tiger. Dula.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings are going to win this football game. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Vikings, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.